Hello, everyone. You're listening to Those Other Girls with Mallory and Friends. I'm Mallory,
I'm Victoria.
and we are changing culture and bringing back traditional values. Woo! Okay. So today we're just going to talk about our upcoming summit. Our summit is going to be, it's virtual. It's going to be March 27th at 10 a.m. And you can register on our website, thosearethegirls.com, and you just click events, and the tab is right there. And we just wanted to talk about it, like tell you guys like why we wanted to do it, and you should tell you why you should register as well. So you want to say why you want to do it, Victoria, first, and then I'll go after you.
Well, I was going to say this is your brainchild. What about you say like what gave you the idea to do this?
Okay. So honestly, we were talking about like I think it was like we were saying a bunch of people we wanted on the podcast or something like that. And then I was like, you know what, we should just do like a summit or something. We should just do like a time where like all of us girls get together. And then I just started like I guess brainstorming some ideas because
This was like right around the time you came back from SAS, right?
I think so too. Cause I loved hearing the female speakers. And you know, I'm very much girl power, empowerment, like we got this. I'm not a super feminist person. But I do recognize that we women are created uniquely different. And I think we do need to look out for each other and to be we need our voices heard, especially those of us who are conservative. And FFL, which shout out to them, they have a t-shirt that says the future is conservative female, and I absolutely love that because it's a play on the word the future is female. I do believe that male and female should work together, but I think if you're going to say it's female, I think you should say the future is conservative female. In my head, when I see that, I'm thinking about like it's not liberal female, it's conservative female, like female against female as opposed to like female against male.
Yeah, I think it's the concept of what feminism is supposed to be, not this 21st century feminism of let's take down the man. It's where we just want equality between men and women when it comes to like pay and like opportunities. Like we understand that our bodies are different. We are
okay.
Yeah, we are different, but when it comes to kind of life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, that should be equal.
Yeah, and like tiny things. For another thing that came to mind is just like being able to have a bank account, things like that. I think are conservative female ideas. Anywho, so I just was thinking about all this, and then we started thinking about like who we would have on. We started thinking about who we could come and like the different topics that we could have, and then I like spent all this time and energy like researching like different forms to do a virtual conference because I do think that I just want women to, specifically conservative Christian women, to feel empowered, like they can go out and speak up on things, because like the title of the conference is, we are here, because we are here. And a lot of times liberal leftist women have been speaking for us. A lot of times
they have the voices. 21st century feminist has the voice. Yes. And you don't hear a lot. The Republican female voices are not amplified. And that's what we want to change, because if our voices are amplified, I think we would have not a lot more female, but I think if our voices are amplified, it will show other conservative females like, look, you can come out and say like what you believe and stuff like that.
Exactly. And that's another thing, like just a side note, another thing we really want to do with this platform is amplify other conservative Christian voices in all aspects. If you are into singing, dancing, if you do art, like we want to encourage you. We want your voice. We want to recognize that we are here. And, the topic that I always think about is abortion. I am pro-life, and that when you Google things, when you look at testimonies, when you do this and that, a lot of the women voices are liberal women. It's not, you rarely hear conservative women come out and speak. So that's why, I mean, if you go to pro-life rally, obviously it's all conservative women, but like, like if you are anywhere else in any type of space, it is as if we don't exist. And the tired so the tired idea that like we are just repeating what our husbands say. I wrote an article or a blog post, our most viewed blog post actually, at the end of last year, saying how last year was the year of the conservative woman, and it still is this year. I think we're doing fantastic. Anyway, I wrote that post, and one of my friends shared it, and I was like reading through the comments, and someone was like, oh, this sounds like her husband told her to say that. And it's like, how insulting. Actually, I don't have a husband. I think for myself. So I want us to continue to speak out. Also, another thing, like, of course you're going to agree with your husband. Like, I feel like you would marry someone that like has the same values as you. That's just a side note. I don't know.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm married. I have a husband. I'm not Republican, and he'll testify. I think for myself.
Yeah, and I feel like you probably wouldn't have married like a super leftist. Like,
no, yeah, not at all.
Yeah, so of course you're going to agree. But anyway, that's just a side note. But yeah, like we women speak for ourselves. We have our own minds. We have our own opinions, and I think we just really need to hone in on that. I just want and the people that we're going to have speak are going to be fantastic. They have really good stories. They have amazing voices in the different movements they're a part of, and you guys are just going to love it. Like, I think it's going to be really, really, really good. We're also going to have giveaways. But Victoria, did you want to add anything to what I was saying a second ago before I transition to giveaways?
Yeah, so I'm just really excited. I know, like, we kind of came up with a name and kind of just being fed up of having liberal females be our voice, and we want to be the oh crap, what's the word? We want to be the people that take that first step to show, like, okay, if we can come out saying we're female conservatives, you can come out saying you're female conservatives.
Trailblazers.
Yes, like, how can we say that we're tired of liberal female voices and just stay in the dark? We need to be those trailblazers. We need to show our faces. We need to get out there and go, look how many conservative females there are. A ton.
Yeah. That's why I think it's going to be great. In my head, what I'm picturing is, you know, maybe you and a group of friends, or by yourself, but you and a group of friends getting together and watching it in your pajamas, because it's going to be 10 a.m. and you don't have to leave your house. And you guys, you know, having your notebooks, taking notes, and like really learning and understanding, and like just being encouraged. Like, part of being a conservative woman, I think, is the idea that we don't need someone to do something for us to want to do it, but it really is empowering, and you can get new ideas. And I think it's also good to just see in general. When someone never, I'm not gonna say that. I think it'll just be really, really good for everyone to sit and watch and like to take notes, and to maybe after this to go ahead and post your first quote unquote conservative coming out post. I know that I had a few friends that I've made through the internet. Like, I've made tons of friends through the internet.
We met through the internet.
And a lot of them, they had their first coming out post as conservative last year. I'm gonna say last month. Well, I guess technically last month too. Last year, and it was really empowering for them, and it just gives us more of a presence, so people cannot continually ignore us. I think the best example of blatant ignoring conservative women, honestly, is like what they did to Melania. The fact that she was an actual supermodel and was not on a single magazine cover blows my mind.
And then Kamala was on like all of them.
Yeah, and like, that is the perfect example of what happens, which is just another side note. Everyone listening, you know, if you have an idea or something, please feel free to reach out to us. But also, that's why we need our own magazines. Like, that's why we need our own, you know, quality television shows. So if you have any of those ideas, feel free to reach out. Would love to help. But anyway, So we just, since no one's listening to us, we will continue to scream, we are here. For example, also too with Amanda, you guys know, with what's going on with Sephora, she has not been on CNN. She has not been on Fox News.
Nope.
Only shows
she's
that
been
have
on Fox
invited her
News.
on. She's been on, oh, sorry, not Fox News. She hasn't been on CNN, NBC.
NBC.
Yeah.
I don't even think she's been on E! News, Entertainment Tonight.
E! News would eat this up if it was on the other side.
Yeah, and I saw there was like a Business Insider article essentially blaming her, and that the whole movement was telling Sephora to get rid of her because she's a conservative, not the other way around.
Oh, ew. Yeah. Wow.
Because they were like, the boycott. Yeah, because they were making the claim that there was a whole movement going on that Sephora needs to drop her because she came out saying she supported Donald Trump and that she's a conservative. But it's kind of the opposite. Sephora just dropped her out of the blue, is my understanding.
I don't
know.
I thought they dropped her because she was conservative.
No, they dropped her because she was conservative, but there's nobody pressuring them, to drop her, right?
Well, okay, so, all right, that was the thing. One person commented, and then all of a sudden they started to do their research. But yeah, nobody was it wasn't a bunch of people. I think it was one person.
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Business Insider interpreted it as #boycott Sephora was because Sephora had a Trump supporter sponsoring.
Oh,
yeah, so they misinterpreted the article. It's the other way around. It's conservatives saying, no, we're not going to Sephora because you dropped her just for her beliefs.
Okay, yeah. So we see something like that, and this is where we do it ourselves. I am very much of, you know what, perfect example, this podcast. I really was I want a fun, girly podcast that talks about certain things that also isn't kind of raunchy. Man, looking. You know what? I'll do it myself. So many other, in undergrad, there was a club. I was a lot more libertarian back then, as I've gotten older, I've swung way further right, but I was there's no libertarian club in my undergrad. All right, I guess I'll start one. We just need, and we all should have that attitude. We all should just go ahead and do it. If you don't see something that is for us, then let's just go ahead and do it. And I think that part of, and all that back to the summit, that is just something that I really wanted us to do, something that I wanted to encourage everyone. And so we're going to be featuring different speakers. And if you go to our Instagram, we're announcing every couple of days. And eventually we're going to send you guys an email with who all that we have that will be on there. Also, too, we're going to have giveaways. Now, these giveaways are going to be fabulous. They're going to be from really fun, cute, conservative organizations that you guys already love and buy from. But the only way you can win these giveaways is if you register. So that's why everybody needs to register. If you do not register, even if you follow the rules to win the giveaway, you will not be able to win because you did not register. Registering is so, so important. And it's also too, that's just another side note. Part of my vision in that was I wanted to just pump up different brands that are not maybe being featured in BuzzFeed articles, because they do the top 20 gifts, and I'll just use an example because they will be there. It'll be one of the giveaways. Culture of Life, absolutely love them. I'm pretty sure everybody listening follows them. If you don't follow them, you totally should. But Culture of Life should definitely have stuff in the BuzzFeed articles, but I've never seen them. The BuzzFeed will do the Christmas list of top 15 things to get your girlies. Culture of Life should be in there. And I'm not just saying that because it's pro-life, even though that's a reason, but they have really, really cute stuff. They should be included.
Maybe we should do a blog post on top 15 conservative brands you should buy from.
We should. Well, another thing I wanted to do, I wanted to have a tab on the website of conservative brands and conservative beauty influencers, stuff like that. I wanted to have a tab like that on the website. Yeah. So people, like, if they're like, oh, who should I? We could just be, oh, here, look, these are some people that we have partnered with. These are some people that we know that are good conservative and they're Christian, and like this is just a way to push them, help them get the recognition that they need. Because I mean, people get canceled left and right. There was a glitter brand that we're going to interview that was at SAS, and they were saying how all they did was post red, white, and blue for 4th of July, and they got, like, people were in their mentions and basically canceled them. They didn't even say anything about being conservative. They just said, oh, here are our 4th of July colors, celebrate America. And then all of a sudden, like, now they're this evil company. So, like, we need to be helping those. And I mean, I think for the most of us, we like glitter. I know I love glitter. I'll have to one day. Ooh, that'd be fun. Like, one day I'll show you guys the glitter. We can maybe do a tutorial or something that I got from them. But we should be helping each other in those ways. So once again, if you have something or if you're interested, please feel free to reach out. If we can't use you for the summit, we would definitely use you for an episode or anything like that. I really do want to do more collabs like with you guys. I want to do more lifting people up. I want to do more supporting other conservative women, and I want all of us to feel empowered, even if you're not into politics. And I know that, like, Victoria and I, politics is like our life, so I know sometimes we can be a little overwhelming. So even if you're not into politics, I want you to know that your skills can be used in the conservative movement in any way. Graphic design, I mean, how many conservative influencers need graphic design help? Or even businesses. I know organizations like Students for Life, Live Action, the NRA, like, they need graphic designers. Everybody's trying to build some sort of social media platform.
Even politicians need graphic designers. Like, they need help with social media.
Yeah, like, there's so many roles for you if this is something that you care about and this is something you're interested in. And even if you, for example, if you're a singer and you don't necessarily want to sing like pro-life or pro-2A songs, but it's like a positive song that has a great message and that mentions God, like, you can still be used because your life is an example of that. So I would suggest also too reaching out to us. Like, we really do want to, like, that's something we both really want to help other conservative women. Like, we are in this together.
Yep, definitely. I mean, and that's like the whole premise of the conference is we are here, we are staying here, and we want you to join us. So Mel, who are our speakers that we've announced so far?
So far, we have announced Grace Saldana. She actually was one of the we've interviewed her. We had an episode with her right before the end of last year, and she is amazing. She is a TPUSA ambassador. She does the news for Right Side Broadcasting. She also
Instagram influencer.
She's an Instagram influencer. And she also writes for Freedom Wire News, and then she has her own brand called The Republican Girl, which is really cute as well. I love their logo, and they do a lot of like breaking news type stories as well. You guys
should merch, right?
And and they have a merch store with their logo, which is super cute. It's pink, and you know, I love
very girly.
Pink. Yes.
So she's perfect to have on our conservative women's conference, and we're here by being the Republican girl.
Yes, exactly.
Who else do we have?
Also have Taylor Hopes. And so I've met Taylor in person now. We actually met through Instagram. I believe, it really wasn't that long ago, but it feels like, I mean, 2020 was like 6 years. So we
January was 5 of those. So
yeah. We met through Instagram, and then a couple of weeks ago, myself and another friend, we drove to where she was because she was like in the area because she lives in a different state. So she was like around us, and we drove to like meet up with her, and I was like, oh my gosh, and her husband. It was like so great to see you guys. So she and her husband have a podcast called the Delighted Podcast, and it's really good. They talk a lot. They have a beautiful story about how they met and about how God has really changed their heart, and they talk about like marriage, and they talk about like raising children. And she has both of them have the cutest little girl, and if you follow her on Instagram, like she sometimes posts all the things, and she's homeschooling too, which I think is great. Like if you yeah, I know. I have like one or two friends that like want to homeschool their kids, and I'm like, I'll just drop my kids off there. Like I'm not gonna be able to do it. Math is where I'm going to struggle. But
see, I can do math. Can you do like English?
I can do English.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess we can
maybe do that.
Yeah.
Because I can do math and social studies. I hate science.
Oh, I don't do science.
All right, guys. If any of you guys are good at science, let us know. Join for our future kids, so probably about 10 years from now, we'll be doing this.
But yeah, so she has a podcast, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear from her. She has a beautiful heart, and she's so feisty, I think is a really good word. I love Taylor. Love her. Okay, and these are the confirmed speakers so far. We also have Alex Lanes. Now, Alex is also a TPUSA ambassador. She owns a flag shop called Flags of Freedom, and she has the brand Living Life Like Alex. And you've probably seen her on Instagram. She does really good. I want to say almost every other day she'll do a video of her like speaking on different topics. And I've seen that, and I've been following her for a while, and I just absolutely love how bold she is. I think it's 2 days after you guys will be hearing this, she posted about abortion and how abortion kills a human being, and she's got a few comments of hate in there. She also the day before you guys are hearing this, she posted about how only women can have periods, and we'll talk about all that stuff happening on the weekly recap. But she talks about how only women can have periods, and someone like shared her video. It was like, this woman is a transphobe, we must get rid of her account, or something like that. And like she's just so bold.
And we'll talk about this, but I'm sorry, but if you're a trans female, that means you went from male to female, you still can't have a period,
right? Like that doesn't like none of this makes any sense to me, but we'll definitely talk about that in the weekly recap. So
I mean, unless we're wrong, I know there is like reconstructive surgery, but I don't think they put like a uterus and all that fun jazz up there, which I wouldn't even want that for anyone, to be honest.
Right, like
I don't see why anyone would want that.
Right, I have no idea. No one like goes out and asks for it. We also have, these are the only 3 that have been announced, but I could also say that Brooke Larkin with Students for Life, she is going to talk about pro-life. She's going to talk about like standing up for pro-life issues on your campus. And I think that's going to be really good. And she might even do a little bit of apologetics, like a few things on apologetics for everyone listening. If you guys want to take notes on that. Culture of Life, Carla, she is she's one of the founders. She is going to speak, and we're also going to do a giveaway with them. Empowered Life Co. I'm actually really good friends with Lauren. Shout out to Lauren. Super sweet girl. We're going to do a giveaway with them as well. And Life Dress, I'm really good friends with Angelique too. Shout out Angelique. She is going to do a giveaway as well. And if you guys have seen my pro-life mask, she's the one who hand painted that. Yes,
it's beautiful.
And she is so talented. Like I can go on and on about like how I just, if you go to her site, like she has all these hand painted things. It's beautiful. So we're going to be doing giveaways with them. We're also going to be doing a giveaway with burn bags. If you guys saw, I did we had a giveaway on the site on Instagram a couple weeks ago.
Like back in November.
Yeah, I think, because it was for my birthday. And I have one, and it's super cute. So we're going to do a giveaway with them as well. And there's many more that we've reached out to, and we're just waiting for them to send back their media release
waiting
forms.
for confirmation.
Yeah, waiting for the confirmation. So that's just like a sneak preview. That's and we have a lot of other things planned too, and we really want you guys to be involved in any way possible. We also have a Facebook group. Those Other Girls Chit Chat is what it's called, and if you can't find it, let me know and I can send you the link to join it. But in there we just talk about, like, you can post about any and everything. All we ask is just be kind and respectful to people. But I really want you guys to feel like included, and want you guys to feel like this is a safe environment for you to share and to talk about how we are here. Like, we will no longer let liberal women speak for us when it comes to issues. For example, I love what oh my goodness, freshman rep, she talks a lot about bringing her gun for safety. Why can I not remember her name?
Is this the one from South Carolina?
Probably. Why can I remember her name? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Well, it's been a long day, y'all. I've been really busy today, but I love that. Like, I love, we no longer have to have other women talking about issues that we care about. We can speak up and say that gun rights are women's rights. It's a woman's issue. So I'm really excited. Like, the more I think about it, the more like pumped up I'm getting for our keynote speaker. We're gonna have different people speaking. Then we're gonna have someone like speak like a little bit longer, but we're excited to have her. We're just excited to have everybody.
Yeah, we're excited for you guys to join.
Yeah. How many times can I say excited? Yeah, take a shot every time I say excited. I don't know what other word to describe. Elated, I guess. Elated.
Pumped.
Say that again.
Pumped. Like, I'm pumped.
Pumped.
For this. Yeah.
I thought you said.
That sounded weird.
I was like, I don't know that one. Pumped. Yeah, pumped. But pumped. Yeah. So yeah, I guess. Oh, we also have a mug with our "We Are Here" type branding. And we're gonna have more items too if you guys are interested. But I think that if we can just remind, and also too, I think part of the "We Are Here" message is to meet other people. Like, in our Facebook group, if you join and like make friends with someone, like maybe even you join and you meet someone that's in your area, I think that would be amazing. If you are commenting on our Instagram and you start talking back and forth and meet someone, this is supposed to be a community for us to grow and to just let the world know we are here. Yep. So I guess that's it.
Did we mention it's free?
Oh,
it's free.
That's probably the most important part, because I know that would be important to me. It is FREE. It costs $00.00.
But so if you like but if you like what we're doing, give us a donation, because we are putting a lot of time, effort, and our own money into doing this to strengthen our community. But we will gladly take donations.
Yes, we have a donation link to our PayPal. It is on the website. We also have merch that you are more than welcome to purchase and let the world know that you are an other girl. But yeah, donations would be great. We both have really, really big plans for this podcast / brand. So every penny goes back into the podcast.
Yeah, we don't take anything from this.
I have not made any money from this.
No.
The podcast has made money. We, part of the things we need money for is to help pay for our website, to help pay for our RSS feed hosting site, things like that. So a donation will be greatly appreciated. And a purchase from the merch store will be greatly appreciated as well.
Yep. I have.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all can hear my dogs really banging on their bowls. They want to be fed. I hope you can't hear that. They've been very. I just got Chick-fil-A before we recorded, and they've been very chatty, thinking they deserve my French fries, even though I'm the one that did the 15-minute workout.
Do dogs? Can they eat potatoes? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They love French fries and potato chips.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, good to know, I guess. Good to know. So, also too, some of our episodes are sponsored by Free Lunch Coffee.
Yes. I just drank a cup.
Yes. It's honestly like legitimately really good. Yeah. And when you purchase from them, you help get meals for underprivileged children. So that's pretty cool and important.
Trying to end
World
hunger. I just dropped my pen. Trying to end hunger one cup of coffee at a time. And believe me, I drink enough cup of coffee.
Yes. All right. Anything else we need to add? I'm trying to think. I feel like we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Saturday at the weekly recap.
Yes.
A lot has gone down this week.
Yes, it's gonna be juicy.
We're gonna be spilling the tea.
Yes. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.